Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So on today's video we're gonna be doing a small review on this photo focus concealer and foundation. We're gonna be checking in on every hour and see how this product works for me. Also, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you haven't subscribed, do not forget to subscribe. And if you feel like you don't have enough of me, girl, check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and also on Snapchat. So we're gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, and we're gonna be grabbing our beauty blender and putting it on half of our face using the beauty blender, and the other half of our face we're gonna be using a brush. This is gonna help us see what is best for the foundation, if a beauty blender or a brush. Okay, so one thing I noticed right away when I opened this foundation and put it in half of my face, I noticed that it had a strange smell. If you are those type of persons that cannot stand smells, this one kind of smells like paint. I feel like that is one biggest downside to this foundation, but other than that, let's see how it works. As you could tell, I'm applying it with the beauty blender. I felt like the beauty blender always does a great job, but I felt like with this foundation didn't do so good. I feel like it kind of soaked all the product, and this made the foundation be light to medium coverage. So I had to go back and added a little bit more to that, just because I needed a full coverage foundation for myself. Here you could tell the difference with foundation and no foundation. I feel like if you need a full coverage, you have to double it up with the beauty blender. But other than that, it's looking great. So here we're just going to grab again the Photo Focus foundation, and we're going to be placing it on the other side of our face, and we're going to be using the foundation brush, and this one is going to be on the Real Techniques brush. So as you could tell, I ended up picking the wrong shade of foundation. I did went in for the creamy beige one, and this is completely too light for my face. I don't know if you have to tell, but I feel like the brush ended up giving me more full coverage. That is only one layer of it, so I feel like it did pretty good. But we're gonna go in with the concealer, and it looks something like this. This one I chose it in the color like ivory. I feel like there was not a lot of shades of concealers. I feel like the one that I wanted to go next from this one, it was too dark. I usually like my my under really bright, but I feel like this color here is not gonna do any better than the colors that they had there. So with the concealer, all I'm gonna do is gonna be under the eye, and believe it or not, I kind of like it. Even though I haven't blended it out, I feel like it's gonna be super bright, something that I do like. Another thing that I noticed about this concealer, that it is full coverage and it blends very well. this is how I look with my completed look: bronzer, powder, and I also put some lipstick. It is 6:22. I don't know if you can see that. It's 6:22. And I'll be back in 1 hour. I'm gonna be checking in every hour, I think. So yeah, I feel great. I like it. I just wished I should have chose a different color because I do feel like I look kind of lighter than I wish I did. And also, you know, summer is coming up and we're gonna get dark, so I think I would have chose a darker foundation because I love my under eye really bright. But other than that, I don't have anything else to say, but I'll be back in an hour, guys. So hey guys, so I am back for a second checkup and it's 7:33. I don't know if you can see that. I feel like the foundation is still going strong. I do see myself being a bit oily. I usually get really oily in my T-zone, and not too much, but it's just a tiny bit, not a lot. Like I said, I feel like this foundation is great. I just wish I should have chosen in a different color, but that is pretty much all. I'll be back in maybe 2 hours. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna be back in an hour or two, but yeah, this is after the first hour and I feel like it's going great. So I see you back in an hour. Hey guys, so this is the final check-in. I do see myself looking extra oily on my T-zone where I usually would always be oily, so I don't think it's a big deal. I feel like it's holding up great. I mean, everything is in place. Eyebrows, contour, yeah, I feel like it doesn't look bad, and it's 10:08. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, I feel like this is not bad at all. And yeah, but I will give you a closer look. That's how it looks. Like I said, I do see a little bit of oily on my T-zone, but nothing super drastic that probably powder and blotting will take away all those oils. But I think it looks fine. It's not a big deal for me, at least. But yeah, that is pretty much all that I have to say. Okay guys, so here is my final review on the foundation and on the concealer. First of all, I felt like I kind of messed up on the color. I felt like maybe if I would have chose a different color, it would have been fine. But that is one of the biggest pet peeves that I didn't like about this foundation. Now, I did get oily throughout the day, but it wasn't like a big deal. I think this foundation could work for oily skins and also for dry skins. As long as you moisturize and you put the right primer, I think this foundation can work for anybody. Now, this is really inexpensive. I got it at Walmart and I believe it was less than $5. I believe it was like $4.50 for around there, but I know it was less than $5. I will recommend it to anybody, and I think it's a great foundation for an everyday use. I feel like it's not cakey at all, and it's I feel like it is full coverage. I'm sorry. I feel like it is full coverage, so that's a plus for me. Another thing that it says here is that it's cruelty free, which that is awesome. Now I will be showing you some pictures of a flash because it did say that this is supposed to help with a flashback. So yeah, and I think the foundation is great, like I said, for everyday use. The only thing I would have changed is the color. So now for the concealer, I have to say I love it as much as the foundation. The only thing that I have to say bad about this is that you have to go back for more products. I feel like a little bit comes out. Another thing that I feel like I noticed, that this is a total dupe for the NARS Custard Concealer. I love it. I seriously think this is worth it. I spent about less than $10 on these two items, and I think I would recommend it to everybody. Now, the only other thing I didn't like about this, that they didn't have a lot of shades where I went, which was Walmart. They only had about 5, and this one was the lightest, and I don't know, I feel like I need to tone it down just a little bit, but I think it's great. And again, it's cruelty free. What else can I say about this? I think that's pretty much all. I mean, I really like it. It just, I wish it would have had a different applicator because a little bit comes out. Other than that, I think it's great. I think it's worth the $5, $4. I mean, you can't beat that. And I think this is great for an everyday use. You don't have to waste a lot of money, and here you have 2 really good products. So I think this is a great find. I would suggest for everybody to go on and pick it up. And yeah, that's pretty much all, guys. And like I said, do not forget to subscribe, thumb this up, and also share it with everybody. Thank you so much.